you want a new compound bow, and you go and look at the prices nowadays if you haven't bought one in 10 years or so, and you may have a bit of a sticker shock. And what was once a expensive compound bow is now in that budget price range. I have Prime's line up here in front of me, and I have messed around with both of these bows over the last few months, and I kind of wanted to talk about the issue that we often face in the archery industry, and that's just the amount of money it can cost to get into a new bow. What was once a large gap between, you know, the high-end bows and then your budget bows has now become a very, very narrow gap. And I kind of wanted to tell you what the main differences are in like what was considered a budget bow and what is considered, you know, your top-end, high-end price point bows. I have on my left here is the Prime Form. It's a bow that is extremely impressive. This one I haven't set up yet. I have messed around with these a little bit though. It is a mixture of carbon and aluminum. There's all kinds of great technology in this bow. This bow is going to run you, I think it's around $1,200 to $1,500. This is the Prime, what is called the Ronin. This bow is based off of one of my favorite bows from Prime of all time, the Rev X4. It is priced at around $850 for the bare bow. Now, those prices are going to be a little bit different depending on where you buy them at. But the reality is this bow is almost half the price of this bow. So what are you getting for a bow that is twice as expensive? There's a few things. One, obviously, the material of this bow is different. On my scale, this bow weighs about 4.3 pounds. This one weighs about 4.7 pounds. Which there is a difference. You can feel a bit of a difference whenever you pick these bows up in your hand. This one is significantly lighter in the hand for whatever reason. Maybe it's just where the material is in the bow and how it feels in your hand. But this bow has a bit more weight to it. Now, what I think is more important than the overall weight is the balance of the bow and how well it balances in your hand. We oftentimes add weight to our compound bows to make them balance, right? With stabilizers and back bars and whatnot. And for me, it's really important to grab a bow and just feel super stable whenever you have it in your hand, super balanced. You know, I hold this bow out like this, and I kind of let it relax, and it kind of just stays right there. I think that's important. You don't, for me as a hunter at least, I don't want to have to really be thinking about, oh, my bow tends to lean this way, and I got to adjust it up and down to make it, you know, shoot accurately. Both these bows are the exact same balance-wise. Prime does a great job of getting your bows extremely balanced in the hand. So that's one of the big differences you're going to pay for. Is if weight, like if you're going to be a backcountry hunter where you're hiking in 8 miles and kind of keep hammering type of stuff, then maybe you want to spend a little extra money and get a slightly lighter bow. When I say, you know, lighter, I'm not talking pounds either. I'm just talking ounces. Okay, so what else are we getting on this high-end bow versus the budget bow? Well, for what it's worth to you, these integrated accessory systems that all the companies have now, you can, you know, put different types of sights, different rests that are more streamlined to the bow, that makes it have a slimmer profile, which is nice sometimes, right? It's nice to have something that's super compact and easy to get around the woods. The Form has the options to put on those systems. The Ronin doesn't. It's just your old school, like we used to do, just bolt everything to the dang riser and on with it. So if that's something that you're into, is that streamlined system where you can have all the integration, maybe that is something that you want to look into and spend the extra money on a higher end bow. As far as functions of the bow, the parts that matter is the cams, the limbs. The Ronin comes with the core cams. The form comes with the core cams. They're the same cams. So you're not seeing much difference there. We have roller cable on both the bows. Your typical what you see here, that cable stop. I think they look like this one looks like carbon. This one might be aluminum. There's not a ton of difference compared to the two bows. So we oftentimes do complain about the price of the equipment we have out now, and you can spend a whole bunch of money. And is it worth it? Yeah, if you have the money to spend, you might as well get the best bow you can afford, and that might be a $1,500 bow, and that's okay if you buy a $1,500 bow. I am not judging you for that. For me and the way I hunt, I was in love with the Rev X. I gave that bow away to Sawyer, a kid I made, and not that I regretted it, but I really like that Rev X bow. The Ronin is what that is. They just took that platform and made it into their budget bow. So that bow used to be, 4 or 5 years ago, the $1,200 bow. Now it's an $850 bow. We complain about the price of bows, but in reality, most companies do have a budget option for you, and Prime is no different. They have the Ronin, and I'm going to be shooting the Ronin this year, I believe. I think for me, they're both the axle to axle is the exact same. They're both have that 34-inch axle to axle, and so you're not like getting a this bow's not super compact or anything. So for me, I think what I'm going to end up shooting is this Ronin because I knew I love that bow, and I like to promote things that I think are a good value to my customers or to my subscribers. Not that the form, if you're inherently wealthy and you need a new bow, this bow is freaking awesome. But for a Midwest whitetail guy, this right here may be all you need. Prime comes with some awesome stuff, some awesome features. Their customer service is really good. You get free strings and cables for the life of the bow. I believe it's an every 2-year cycle. You can send the bow in, or they'll send you new strings and cables for the bow. If you guys haven't looked at Prime Archery, if you got a local shop that carries them, make sure you get down there and shoot these things. They are extremely awesome bows. So if you need a bow on a budget, the Ronin, around that $850 mark, you may get them for less and maybe a little more. I'm not sure. From what I could see, about $850. And then if you need the best dang bow in the market right now, I think this form is something you need to look at and shoot. Maybe if you're going out west, that might be something you want to look into as well. Lots of good bows on the market nowadays. Another good option is for you to buy, find you an old Rev X and buy if you need a budget bow. But if you're looking for something new, you can't go wrong with either one of these bows. I just wanted to give you a comparison on, think about how you're spending your money and what's important to you, and decide, do you need top of the line or do you need a budget? Thanks for watching this video. I hope it helped a little bit. I'm going to do a couple other videos this week on compound bows and my setup for you guys. And if you don't mind, before you leave, hit that subscribe button right up there. You can watch another video right over there. Give it a thumbs up or two if you can. I think you can just give them one though. Go check out Prime Archery. Getting hot.